Welcome to the Halo Mole podcast, and today I would like to talk about Dead Space 2. It is a survival horror game developed by Visceral Games, published by EA. The first Dead Space was pretty good, although it generally got too redundant and there was a lot of backtracking, and I don't know, it just got stale after a while, like after the 8th chapter or so. However, this time, Dead Space 2 is radically different. The gameplay mechanics are largely the same, but the backtracking and the redundancy are pretty much absent. You're always like faced with enemies. There's never really like a boring part of the game, at least from what I've played so far. Compared to the first Dead Space, I find this game to be much more creepier and scarier, especially when you play it after midnight with the lights off and that type of thing. I just feel like it just adds more to the atmosphere and you're just that much more immersed. Personally, I would also recommend playing it on one of the higher difficulty levels because it also adds that much more to the atmosphere and just, I guess, makes you truly appreciate the amount of effort that developers put into the game. Also, I would also like to talk about just how nuanced the atmosphere is. I mean, I feel like the developers this time around put an incredible amount of detail, just overall, into the atmosphere. Isaac Clarke, for example, during his death scenes, it's almost as they were individually crafted for each creature, each necromorph, and each boss. You know what I'm saying? It's just amazing. Even though it's very gruesome and violent at times, like, I have to warn you, like, it gets pretty gross at times. But I don't know, I just truly appreciate the amount of detail that Visceral Games put into this game. Although I'm not done with the game yet, I'm about 3 hours in. The gameplay so far and just the storyline is superb. Like, I'm not sure if it's a rent or a buy yet, but from what I'm seeing so far, I would say it's definitely worth a buy. Also, I need to mention that I have yet to play the multiplayer, but it's been met with mixed reviews. Some critics and individuals really like it, others are not so fond of it. So I guess, it's a love it or hate it type of thing. It's not like Call of Duty or something or